This is going to be another NFL edition, and in this NFL edition, we're talking my NFL Week 5 predictions. Now, granted, all of the lines aren't here, unfortunately, so I'm going to make the picks for the lines that actually are here. The Thursday night game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Chicago to play the Bears, and lo and behold, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 5.5-point favorites. Give me Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to start hitting their stride, and they're going to crush Nick Foles or Mitch Trubisky or whoever it is that they're going to have at quarterback. Tampa Bay minus 5.5. The next game we have is Carolina Panthers playing the Atlanta Falcons, and the Atlanta Falcons are 3.5-point favorites. They're home, and the two times that the Falcons played the Panthers last year, they absolutely crushed them. I know Atlanta can't hold a lead this year, but there's no team better to bounce back against than a team that you already own. Now, I have picked against the Carolina Panthers the past 2 weeks, and I've lost. So let's just keep that train going. I'm going to take Atlanta minus 3.5. The next game that we have on the list is the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Baltimore Ravens. They're playing in Baltimore, and the Ravens are 13.5-point favorites. Now, Baltimore has a fantastic record against rookie quarterbacks. Even with that being said, 13.5 points is a lot, and the Bengals have looked really good. So give me the Bengals plus 13.5, and if this line raises even more, I'm going to be even happier because I'm going to stick with the Bengals regardless of what the line is. I think that this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. The next game on the list we have is the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Houston to play the Texans, and the Texans are 6.5-point favorites. The Texans are 0-4. They are probably going to bounce back and win this game against the Jaguars, but the Jaguars are that team that I always pick with the points, and 6.5 points is a lot of points to give them. So I lost with them last week. I'm going to pick them this week again. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 6.5. The next game we have is the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 12.5-point favorites, and judging by how poorly the Raiders have played the past 2 weeks, and they're going against the former MVP and Patrick Mahomes, I don't care that I haven't seen the game tonight with the Patriots and the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs over the Raiders minus 12.5. I think that they're going to crush them, and if the line drops, so be it. I'm rolling with the Chiefs. Doesn't matter what the line is. The next game is the Arizona Cardinals traveling to the New York Jets. And the Cardinals have shafted me the past 2 weeks, and especially in my parlays. Last week, I went 5 out of 6, and the only team that screwed me was the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are 7-point favorites, but the Jets are awful. So give me the Cardinals minus 7. This is going to be one of those games where it's a head scratcher, but I still think that the Cardinals should crush the Jets. The next game on the list is going to be Philadelphia Eagles at the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are 7-point favorites, rightfully so. Carson Wentz doesn't have anyone to throw the ball to, and they haven't done a very good job of protecting him. Give me the Steelers minus 7. The next game we have on the list, as I said before, is going to be Buffalo and Tennessee. Presently, there is no line for this game. If the line is less than 3, I will take the Titans. If the line is more than 3, I'm going to take the Bills. Moving on along, we have the Los Angeles Rams at the Washington football team, and the Los Angeles Rams are 9-point favorites. Now, we saw that they couldn't score any points against the Giants. They won that game by 9, which is probably why they left the line at 9. And the Washington football team has been in a lot of games. Give me the Washington football team plus 9. I'm sure that this line is only going to go up, but who knows? A lot of people may think like I'm thinking and may bet this line down. So if this line goes to like 6, I'll end up taking the Rams. But if it goes up higher, I'm staying with the Washington football team. So as of right now, Washington football team plus 9. The next game we have is the Miami Dolphins at the San Francisco 49ers. And the San Francisco 49ers are 8-point favorites. We saw what they did last week and they lost to the Eagles. I don't think Fitzmagic is going to have that kind of luck. Now, if Tua plays, this is going to be a different story. If Jimmy G plays, this is probably going to be a different story. But give me the Miami Dolphins plus 8. It's just a hunch. I have a feeling that this is going to be Tua's debut. The next game on the list is going to be Denver at New England, and there is no line for this game either. It's going to be a battle of the backup quarterbacks, and which one do you have more faith in? The Patriots are probably going to be 3-point favorites. If the Patriots are 3 points or less, I'm going to take the Patriots at home. If they're anything more than 3, I'm going to take the Broncos. I have more faith in Bill Belichick, so we shall see. Yet again, this is one of those games with no lines. The next game on the list we have is the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Cleveland to play the Browns. and the Colts are 2.5-point favorites. Now, the Browns have played really well, and it's one of those head-scratcher type games because this is essentially picking the winner of the game. I'm going to roll the dice here once again and take the Cleveland Browns. I really don't want to, but Phillip Rivers is one of those quarterbacks that I really hate picking with because he finds a way to shaft me like Kirk Cousins does. I'm going to roll the dice and take the Cleveland Browns plus 2.5. The next game we have on the list is the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. And last year, the New York Giants got crushed both times that they played the Cowboys. So I don't care that it's 9.5 points. The Cowboys should crush my New York Giants. So give me the Dallas Cowboys minus 9.5. And yes, it is painful to say that, but facts are facts. They just have a better team, and they should easily run the ball all over us. The next game we have is the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. And the Seahawks are 7-point favorites. Russell Wilson is an MVP candidate. Yes, I know that their defense has given up 400 yards in every game. They're still 4-0. I still have more faith in Russell Wilson than I do in Kirk Cousins. And this is probably going to be a primetime game. And Kirk Cousins struggles in primetime games. So Seahawks minus 7 all day. The Monday Night Football game is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the New Orleans Saints. And the New Orleans Saints are 7.5-point favorites. And in my videos, I have said that Drew Brees under a touchdown at home, I would take the Saints. Unfortunately, they are 7.5, and that half of a point is going to make all of the difference in my decision. So I'm going to take the Chargers plus 7.5. They played Tom Brady in a stacked Buccaneers team and only lost the game by 7. So that's where my logic is on this game. Chargers plus 7.5. And the two teams that have a bye week this week are going to be the Lions and the Packers. Let me know what you think of my picks in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Raw Sports Talk. Follow me on Twitter at Raw Sports Talk 1. I'll catch you guys next week. I'm out.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.